Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 312 of the Red Force Podcast. My name is Joe today, Christian Solomon.
Welcome. We're here. We have chapter. We have chapter next week. Oda on a roll. Is this the third chapter? Is this the third chapter in the batch?
Sure.
Next week.
I believe so. There'll be a break next.
Will we get a fourth?
I'm president.
Will we get a fourth?
What does that put us at? Chapter came out the 4th.
Eric.
That's the 11th. We're getting close to Christmas.
Eric, the frauds that are the leakers have claimed that 1111 is indeed the hype chapter. And they claimed this last week. How do they know this?
They don't.
They don't. They're making shit up.
Right.
Alright? Every chapter's going to be the hype chapter. They're just trying to drum up hype. We'll get into it at the end of the chapter, but I think we're still in the flashback chapter. What do you think? We're still in this chapter.
We're getting close to the end.
We're getting close to the end, but are we still in this chapter?
I think we come out at the end.
Do you think we'll get a insane lore reveal in this flashback?
Oh, some Nika shit coming.
It's coming. It's
the only conclusion that they can come out of this.
Yeah.
Only.
And we'll get to that. But Eric, One Piece news. Anything going on? One Piece anime.
Controversial Mihawk redesign / coloring.
I think it looks good.
I think it would have worked if every accent was yellow. I don't know why they said the cape at the bottom was red.
The cape at the bottom is red?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, if you look
I didn't know this development. I just thought the whole thing was yellow.
No. That's why it's strange, Christian. I'm not a fan of the red at the back.
So we only changed his shirt colour.
And his accents on the collar. But his back is red. You know, behind the cape. The interior of the cape is red.
The lining.
But the collar's yellow. It's confusing.
And
also the bottom of his hat's red. That might have worked. Maybe make that yellow as well. You know what I'm saying? But Crocodile's fruity.
Crocodile is extremely fruity.
People upset about the colorization, Christian.
Especially the crocodile.
They don't change it for no reason. It might change in the future because Oda changes his mind.
Yeah.
Example, Law's outfit in the opening to Wano was like a white shirt with like a brown coat. Was changed to a yellow shirt with a blue coat.
When the volume came out.
Well, it was changed in the anime. It only lasted a couple of weeks, the white shirt. With the brown.
I can't remember. But Endgame, Final Saga, time skip designs, we're here.
Right.
Now, will we finally, the Straw Hats, lose their Fishman Island designs in every promotional material?
I think so. I think we're just gonna get Onigashima.
Onigashima now. Is that the default?
So he's got the black suit, right? Still? The black pirate samurai get up.
I mean, Dora's designs can stay that way.
Right.
Alright, Nami's, Robin's.
They're not going to go back, but I imagine the promotional material might be... Luffy's always going to be in Gear 5.
Yeah.
Maybe...
Yeah.
There might be a... It's kind of hard to say.
Egghead has officially started.
Because I feel like Yonko Luffy needs that coat.
He does. Give him the coat back. Alright? He better have to wrap that with that coat.
Correct.
Alright? But Eric... That's the news. Nothing much to really report. Jump Festa coming up next month.
There's the 25th anniversary stuff going on of the anime.
It's a classic Japanese bullshit where it's like, we got 25 announcements for the 25th anniversary.
Like half of them are like
90% of them are like collabs with energy drinks.
Remember the JoJo thing you had to pay for to watch?
Yeah.
That was wild.
And like the translations didn't work.
You paid for it, didn't you?
No. But we did get... You couldn't pay for it.
A weird Japanese...
Japan it only would accept Japanese currencies.
Okay. Was that the release of...
Part 6 announcement.
Which was anticipated.
Anticipated?
Now, if I remember, there was a JoJo stream for the announcement of this announcement.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a mess. Japan
loves announcements, Eric. Please be excited for future announcements.
The iconic Pokemon Direct on stage.
Oh my god.
With like 50-year-old businessmen in suits talking about Pokemon Sleep. Japan, get it together.
They love their announcements. But
yeah, we're going into Egghead and the anime. Exciting Christian news. We're going to get some hype shit. Shanks.
Next week. Blackbeard, Rayleigh, Bo Hancock, Kirby. We're all going to see it next week. Alright? Will this be a hype episode? Will we get some crazy extra nonsense sauce?
I think so.
Yeah.
We'll see it.
Will... Eric, of course we get to see the Seraphim for the first time.
Mihawk. S-Hawk.
S-Hawk.
Right.
And, S-Snake. Will we see some sauce from them? I mean, S-Hawk has some sauce with that sauce.
There'll be extra sauce.
Extra
on
sauce.
Top. Of course, always.
Okay. It's the One Piece anime.
But yeah, that's basically all that's going on in One Piece land.
Have you seen, what's his name? The freak on Blackbeard's crew. Why have I forgotten his name?
Which one, the drunk?
The shot. What's his name?
Viscott
Shot. Have you seen Viscott Shot's clown design?
No.
Absolute clownery.
I know what he looks like.
Absolute baboonery. The amount of colours on this man.
Excessive.
He's a clown.
The Blackbeard crew's got a lot going on. Except Shiryu. Everyone else is...
a clown.
just covered in stuff.
They're covered in crap. They're hype beasts.
I get the point, Oda. You're trying to make them look like they're playing pirate. They're not
They're
like
flashies,
right.
you know, yeah.
But, a bit too much.
Alright. Without further ado, let's get into this chapter. This meaty chapter, Eric.
$1,100.
Chapter 1100. Thank you, Bonnie. Kizaru shows up with Egghead and tells Vegapunk, you should have looked around more, because we heard the whole conversation. Now, this is P.I. Columbo
Right.
Kizaru. He's got the fedora.
Different outfit than the Fisherman Island.
Different one.
Fisher Tiger one.
Sure. But he's got a similar get-up.
Right.
What happened to the Kizaru fedora, Eric? Why did he abandon the fedora?
You just switched it up.
He just had
Who
enough of the
knows?
fedora?
Right.
Uh-huh.
But, interestingly enough, the government lab bugged before Vegapunk moved in.
Of course.
Probably still bugged to
Eric,
this
they're
day.
always listening. The government will always be listening.
Especially in government. Punk has it though.
Yeah, Caesar did some bullshit. Caesar mixed some vials, alright? And blew it up.
Right.
He's just an idiot, alright? But Eric, Kizaru's here. He's, Eric, classic Kizaru line. I'm just doing my job.
Right.
Vegapunk's like, what the fuck, Kizaru? Kizaru's like, what do you want from me? I'm just doing my
Hey
job.
man, you know how it is.
I'm an admiral. I'm lazy as fuck. I'm unclear justice.
Right.
You don't know who I'm working for at all times, alright? I just do the job, it gets done, alright? That's what Kizaru's about. Derek, we'll get to it. Do you want to talk about this here?
What?
People saying Kizaru ain't trying an egghead. The resurgence
It also comes from
of...
the Nika dance that comes later, that he's like not wanting to touch Luffy.
This has nothing to do with Luffy. If you want to make the argument for Bonnie, okay. Still kicked her into a laser beam of death.
Yeah, Kizaru's a businessman, he takes care of business. But how many times are we gonna cope for the animals?
Eric, it's always cope. Eric, as you've said multiple times, the animals are never trying.
Never. No one's ever tried.
No one's ever tried. The animals never try. They don't do anything.
Right.
You know. The hope is still out there for the animals. I thought we crushed it many times.
It's crushed. Akunu's the only man left.
Okay. The government heard the conversation with Kuma. Sanin cannot have a criminal be the face of a cloning program.
I feel like this has to do more with the Buccaneer Nika situation more than a criminal. I feel like this is a reasoning with...
I feel like this is a very good reasoning to make a warlord.
Yeah, but
you make you warlord, you become the face of the world government, we allow you to clone yourself.
I feel like Saturn's just saying that to like make legitimate points to Vegapunk.
I feel like he also believes it though.
I feel like it's got more to do with the Buccaneer revolutionary fuck you.
I mean, yeah, that's the erasure of memory.
Right.
But I think this is a fair point. Being like, you're a criminal. Vegapunk, you can't make the face of a criminal at a clone program.
Right.
Kizaru's like, hey, this will make our job way easier. Kizaru, what do you...
Did they try with Stussy first? Did they try with Whitebeard Jr. first?
Many questions.
Right.
Of course, Vegapunk talking about the perfect candidate. Why is Kuma's blood special? Why can't he do this with Lunarians, even though he kind of has with the...
He spliced them together.
Splice the DNA together. Maybe it's very expensive to...
Of course, because it's always about money.
It's always about money with
very
Vegapunk.
expensive.
It's always very expensive.
You're going to pay your met. As we see
Oh,
in
of
the
course, a shipping magnate.
Right.
How could forget?
Taking their supplies there. You can't strong arm everyone, Christian. This is what people don't understand.
Yeah.
You can't strong arm everyone.
Sometimes
gotta
cash
pay.
is just the easiest
Right.
method. We pay you the cash if we get the goods. Alright?
Easy.
Easy. He will become a warlord. He will also become a cyborg to make him strong, Eric. Make him even stronger and a menace to
I feel like
pirates.
the cyborg aspects are more of a control situation as well.
Saturn knows about his revolutionary ties, and he needs to give up his free will.
And crucially, Christian, individualism.
His mind, Eric.
Right.
Mind of free will must be gone.
We can't have this man being an individual.
We can't
Christian.
have you use your powers.
He must be
against us.
part of the collective, Christian.
That's right.
Mindless.
Mindless, obedient.
And they say it as a communist.
This whole story is about free will and determinism and doing whatever you want.
Right.
Right?
Silly.
Right? The ultimate crime, the ultimate sacrifice is losing your free will, Eric.
Correct.
That's the ultimate sacrifice. Alright? Kuma agrees to all of it and says, as long as you save Bonnie, it doesn't matter. Of course, Vegapunk loses his mind. What do you mean?
I can't kill a
do
man.
this.
I'm not gonna erase his mind. This is fucked.
Eric, what do we think about Vegapunk? Is he a flawed character, but ultimately good?
He's a good guy. We see that. We don't need to mix things up. But he's a progress kind of man.
I feel like he's intentionally naive. Like he knows the government's gonna use his shit to blow people up, but he's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna ignore that.
I feel like he knows, but it's like kind of like ultimately the technology will lead to a better future.
Ultimately, yeah.
Right. He's more of a the ends justify the means kind of man.
Yeah. Saturn will be taking Bonnie's hostage, Eric. Just to make sure.
Does he buy in the world government source? Does he buy in the Navy source that the pirates are the problem? Because he does say we're gonna make you into a pacifist to destroy evil pirates, of course.
Of course, lots of propaganda going on. We got
99% of the pirate world is scumbag villainy.
yeah, we got one good crew or
We got
two
a few.
good crews.
There's a few decent crews out there.
3 good crews. Luffy, Shanks, I guess Law's crew. Law doesn't kill people, Eric.
Hypocritical.
Yeah, Law doesn't kill people.
There's a few good crews out there. 99% scumbag shithouse, but we don't really
Yeah.
see that as much as
No.
the good Navy being bad. So you got to keep that in context. That yes, I'm sure all these men, including Garp, world government bad, Gorosei bad, CD's bad,
Pirates bad.
but pirates are the scum of the earth. They do crazy shit. We need order. We need justice.
No justice to be found, Eric.
Right.
And no dragon to be found. On my
Well,
life.
Dragon's in the chapter, but
He's in the chapter. But what he does is
no
nothing.
dialogue
Literally
given.
Literally nothing.
Right.
Alright. It will take 1.5 years for Body to be cured, and it'll take 2 years for Kuma to completely transformed. Now, Eric, this is consistent with the timeline.
Of course.
People saying it's not consistent. How did Kuma delay this? He did not delay this. It was not delayed.
Post time skip, of course.
Yes. We're
Pre-time
time skip.
He's a
Luffy's about to go on his journey.
right.
Well, he's not about to. He's close. He's like a year or 2 away.
Sure.
This is that rookie ace period of time. Alright? So, 2 years, and we're at Saboti, and then that's the final mission.
Right.
Alright? So, Kuma did not indeed buy more time. But of course, Eric, Bonnie escapes in this time. Goes out to sea. Alkainu shocked. I was
A shiver ran down my spine when you escaped.
When you knew you escaped. So, I was talking to Brago. Do we think that's it? Do we think that's all?
When were you talking to bro?
Well, the chapter came out.
Okay.
I talked to Brago about this. I'm like, Brago, do you think this is the only reason why Alkainu cares?
Just because he escaped.
Just because she escaped and the deal with Kuma. Brago said, no, I think there's more there. I don't think there's more there. Well, Argentina knows about the deal. He wants to keep the deal.
Did Barcelona tell him about what's happening?
I mean,
with his
surely he
great
knows
man
about...
Kuma.
Eric, he's an admiral. He finds out things.
He would know about their
Surely he
cloning
knows.
program.
Yeah. So Saturn will take Bonnie hostage, and to make sure no funny business happens, Eric. If Kuma fucks up in any way, Eric, Bonnie will be made a slave. Of course, Kuma's shocked. He remembers.
The leverage on this
That
man.
life,
Christian.
Eric. Ultimate leverage.
Always leverage on this
What do
man.
you think about the Gorosei competence in this chapter?
Mysteriously
Competent.
competent. Out of
When they have
nowhere.
all the chips, Eric.
Right.
When they have all the chips on the table, they're competent.
But when they don't,
But when Monkey Jesus comes in there, and we'll talk about it in the chapter where we think this reveal is.
right.
But
It is a solid, talking to Braga as well again, it is a solid meme that they're completely inept when it's got to do anything with Luffy.
yeah,
But as soon as it does it, they're like mastermind.
yeah, players.
The
Players,
players, right.
Yeah. Kuma wants Bonnie to be rehabbed at the church so she gets to enjoy life.
Right, doesn't want to be in a cult facility.
Certain degrees, it doesn't matter where she is.
We got eyes on him.
We got eyes on him.
Incoming CPA.
Of course, Eric. The arrogance of the Gorosei. Why do you trust the CP9? Not even CP9. CP8.
Well, it's a bum city. How does she's a powerful individual, man.
Eric, she has a aged devil fruit. Arrogance, yet again.
I don't know if the Gorosei know about the devil fruit.
But Eric, arrogance yet again by the world government. See, this is their biggest downfall, the arrogance. It doesn't matter what you do, because you can't escape us, Eric.
Right.
The arrogance on Saturn is what is his downfall.
Hubris. He's
Hubris.
about to get hubris in the face.
That's right. That pain bubble, that Nika, star gun, right to Sun's dome.
Red Dawn.
See what he feels about that.
Red Dawn.
See how he feels about that.
You're gonna get rattled.
What if Luffy just drops a cartoon nuke on him? What about that?
Power.
What if Luffy does a punch and it results in a nuke?
I feel like we need a symbolic Luffy thing, not just raw power. You know, we did the sun and the rays and the church-like atmosphere.
Atom punch.
Sure.
A nuclear bomb explosion goes
It'd
on.
be something Dawn.
Yeah.
Themology, Christian, as it were.
Every attack can give half his dawn.
Except the white star gun.
Star gun.
Star gun.
Not the white star gun.
Not the white
Alright.
star gun. Not
Just-
the black star gun. Star gun.
Star gun.
It's
Alright.
got fire and haki.
It's got everything. It's
It's got
spinning.
with stars.
It's got everything. Alright. The ultimate attack that completely incapacitated.
Do we want a
Hamlet.
murder, Christian, or do we want a single blow? What do you think about that?
The Star Gatling.
What do you think about what do you think about the Dawn Gatling just getting rattled?
I love the rattling, Eric. You all love the rattling. Takes me back to Rob Lucci. Right? He goes, Nika can't defeat me, and then he does the.
This isn't going to be an all-out fight surely with the Gorosei man.
I get it. The design.
It delays the gratification because you want the hit straight away after this flashback. Part in the mouth,
I think Kuma needs to show up.
just like Charlos.
I agree, Eric, but we need to get Luffy angry. We need to get him mad. Kuma shows up.
He's got the Bonnie in the clutches. That's enough. He likes Bogey.
He does love Bogey, alright? But Luffy
The
incapacitated
crew's
right
pinned.
now. Luffy is incapacitated right now. Does Kuma show up and starts playing those drums?
With his dance, possibly. Christian, the Nika dance power up is a high possibility. The
Alright.
spirit bomb like dance that gets the rhythm back.
He starts dancing, Eric, and Saturn's trying to stop it, but Eric, you can't stop the rhythm.
Right.
Because the rhythm is from the heart, right? The freedom. You can't stop
Alright.
the free will
Now,
of an individual.
are we going to talk about the ship and the 2 years again? Or
We're not even halfway
get
through
there,
the
we'll get-
chapter.
Alright.
Alright?
It's not detail.
Little details going on here, alright? Certain degrees, it doesn't matter. We got Alpha, Eric. Some saying twin sister of
Apparently
Khalifa.
pronounced Alifa.
whatever, okay.
Sure.
Sure, whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright? Vegapunk is so busy, he comes up with the satellite ideas. He
I
figures
can't
out
do it. I can't do it all. Oda wishes.
the brainwaves.
We all wish, Christian.
That we could split ourselves into 5 people. So we could get more
Which
work done.
would you want to be Vegapunk himself, or would you want to be York, or one of the other ones?
No,
Would
you gotta be Vegapunk.
they have everyone else do some shit?
Yeah.
I still don't know how his bio waste transfers into.
Eric, there's a bunch of portals.
I don't know how the
technology.
biochemical
He's
situation works.
teleporting the poo and the nutrients from York.
Right.
This is why York is
To
so
all
upset.
6, right.
This is why York is just
It
so
is really a
upset.
hellish existence. Just stuffing yourself full.
And then go to the toilet.
Right. But she's cooking.
Alright? She's cooking schemes. Alright, she was cooking schemes, then Monkey D's off-screened her.
Shannon York, get on the Blackbeard crew. I like York as a character.
Will we acknowledge the quality and foresight Oda had to off-screen York? People were mad at the time. People aren't mad now.
And I told ya, we don't need it. We don't need that goon shit. We're Yonko.
That's right.
They
Oda
did it.
scratched off the list.
We know what happened. Oh, my speech. Fuck off.
Yeah. We don't need it.
Yes, Luffy just punched Kuma over.
Yeah. Done.
We don't need people. We need a flashback to know what
No one's
exactly
talking
happened.
about that now. Who's talking about that now?
King
no one.
is still. He
King of Light is still talking
We
about
still
it.
need a flashback. And
No, we don't. Why would we need that?
King must have all content, no cuts. He's got that Toriko PTSD, Christian.
He does have that Toriko PTSD. But that might have been the best decision Oda's made in
and Bleach PTSD.
Okay.
But
there you go. We see an Umet cargo ship, Eric. Oda bringing back Umet. Will Umet actually be on
we
screen?
love the economics. We love the mechanics.
For sure. The shipping magnate has a deal and tender with the world government.
That's a lot of cargo on that ship.
That's a lot. They're building a city, Eric.
Right.
They need a lot of resources. Right. Now, of course, who's protecting
Is
these
the
cargo
storage
ships?
king involved in the storage of these honors before they're shipped? Christian?
Reserve.
Surely the storage king and the shipping king very close with dealing.
Is Noshijiro involved with these deals?
And the financing, of course, he's always financing this mission.
Of course. He's counting
Sentence
the coins.
Sentence is very costly.
Noshijiro's like, let's see how much spare change I have in my
Sadly,
pocket.
you spend way too much. Agriculture man, he doesn't spend any money.
He's feeding no one.
The Justice man,
half the globe is starving. More than half the globe is starving to death.
Justice spends no money because he's a kangaroo court.
Agriculture man won't even give Alabasta any water.
I believe Marcus Mars.
He won't
Right.
get. He won't.
Where's the
agriculture is
Top man.
Jupiter. Jupiter.
No, that's Mr. Finance.
No.
No, Noshijiro.
Noshijiro.
Right.
Jupiter outside he's dead.
Right. No, but isn't Jupiter the one with the long beard?
You know, it's,
What? We gotta remember.
Saji's dead.
Right.
Alright, Saji's dead is agriculture man. Right?
We
he ain't
got
given no water.
we got
to
science.
Alabasta.
Science's defense has to be the highest expenditure.
Oh, of course.
By far, no doubt.
Yeah.
This is where all the holy tributes
Eric,
go.
is the justice? Is that funding Impel Down?
Yeah, you'd imagine.
You imagine so.
Impel Down, costly, no doubt costly.
Not it's costly.
Pointless expenditure.
Very-
Ritual villain expenditure.
Spending countless amounts of money
Or just
running
on
this,
torturing people.
running
For no
this
reason.
stupid torture camp.
Right.
Right? But
Ridiculous.
maybe they needed to fuel their devil fruits, their demon fruits.
Oh,
they need the negative
they need
energy
the suffering.
to fuel Aimu.
They need the blood, literally,
Eric,
that's
I'm
spilling off the
Impel
forest.
Down. The suffering of free people fuels Aimu and has brought
Now-
it back to life.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is in which order is it? Is it the boiling hell, then the frost hell, or the frost hell boiling?
Frost Hell is
The
one of the
bottom.
last ones.
Right. So at least not. Crucial because of course heat rises.
Yeah.
It'd be stupid.
The refrigeration.
Right. The freezing, the refrigeration costs if the hell was below the frost, man, would be ridiculous.
Eric, can you imagine the amount of money it costs to sharpen that
At
blade
least,
forest?
yeah. Well, at least they're double dipping a little bit with the desert hell and the
That's true.
hot hell because you know the
heat
right.
heats it. The refrigeration of the cold hell.
Noshjiro's like,
Can we please stop
Justice
writing
Top
him
Man.
about-
first of all,
Just kill him.
what are we doing with it? Why is Impel Down on mountains of whirlpools and what are these huge doors for? Are they just for show?
Yes.
What do we spend?
Glory.
What are we spending
Eric,
this money on?
Glory. Alright? Now, we can talk about the expenditure of
I want to see Noshijiro sweat about the money. You spend too much. What's this about? It just adds flavor, Christian. See, we talk about the Holy Tribute. We talk about
We didn't know.
various economic situations.
Yeah. It's almost Euro's fault.
Is it Jiro calling up the CP0 agents, get to one or give me my weapons? Or is that or is that a Saturn dealing?
I'm gonna use my Kotatsu on you, Eric.
Right, is Saturn dealing?
Does he split the stacks of cash with Kotetsu?
It's possible.
That's my question. Alright? But the Gorosei and their machinations will be uncovered, Eric.
Right.
I don't want to see. I don't have a situation where we're shoehorning Gorosei into every arc now.
It's kind of fun if we do it though.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, why are you here?
How do you feel about like retroactive being like, Mars made the call to do some shit in Drum Kingdom about the medical situation?
I don't mind it. I don't know why he's getting involved in that goon shit.
Maybe he needs medical equipment. I don't know, some bullshit.
I don't know why he's getting involved in that goon shit, but you know. We get multiple shots of Kuma, Vegapunk, Bonnie, Setamaru, Kizaru having fun eating pizza, Eric. Drinking, doing the Nika dance.
China Oda drawing pizza looking good.
That's a sloppy pizza.
Piping hot, gooey, delicious.
Delicious. Alright? As we know, Bonnie's favourite food, margarita pizza. Has pizza on a Jolly Roger, Eric. Loves pizza.
Of course, needs it.
Needs that pizza to fuel her, Eric. But Kizaru doing the Nika dance. Are people overblowing this?
Yes.
Clearly Kuma knows this dance and he just taught it to them.
They're having a good time.
I don't think Kizaru now knows about the Nika prophecy. And that's why
I enjoy the Kizaru characterization. He's a cool guy. He's
Yeah.
about business.
Yeah, but Eric, he's like the SS officer that just goes along with it because it's too hard to go against the world government.
But there's men like that.
Yeah, I know. That's what Oda's trying to do here. It's still evil.
There's men.
It's still evil.
Apathy, sure.
Apathy is death, as we
Garp
know.
ain't do shit.
As we know from
Garp ain't do shit.
Garp ain't do shit.
So
Garp gave up.
You gotta give that. Maybe he's training next generation. Sure. Maybe Kizaru's making that same coat.
Okay. Well, like we know, Kizaru had no questions about killing Z. I don't know what kind of movie.
Right.
He had no questions about.
We know he's got a squadron and training men because that's all the animals have.
Sure,
So,
but we know Kizaru had no question, no qualm about kicking a 12-year-old into a laser death beam.
Right. Well, she's tough.
Eric, the only dodgy thing Kizaru has done in this arc is miss Vegapunk. What do you mean you missed?
Man misses a lot though.
Where does Kizaru miss?
Law.
When he teleported.
In
Marineford. That's a spray attack.
Does that spray attack hit anyone?
No, it's never hit anyone. Alright?
He misses.
That's a spray and pray attack. We see him snipe a key in
That's true.
Marineford.
But
Alright?
it's a moving vehicle.
It's just a tiny key.
He is running after Vegapunk, though. And Luffy's on his tail. There's some pressure on him.
I question if he missed or not. I question if he missed on purpose. But him versus Luffy, 100% legitimate. Because I don't believe that he knows about the Nika prophecy and he's going easy on Luffy.
Right.
I don't believe this. I don't believe this code.
Right.
Alright? Because then why not team up with Luffy and take us out?
It'd be a weird turn to have Kizaru return as well.
Then the Navy literally have nothing but the God Knights. Good Knight's gonna do a lot of carry.
Maybe the God Knights and the Gorosei are those guys.
They got a lot of carry. Alright. So, where Kuba's traveling around, we see a bunch of islands and stuff. We go to everyone getting the news that Kuba is a warlord. We see Mihawk, we see Crocodile, we see Miss All Sunday Eric, original Robin. We see Kikamura. We see Dofi Eric. It's been a while.
Coo, fa. Another villain joins the ranks.
That's right. We see Ace getting that sauce, Eric. Why is Ace getting that sauce?
Or every flashback he will be involved.
So, Eric, we forgot to mention that apparently Ace took out the warlord that Kuma's replacing.
Highly doubt the Burn Man.
Why do you highly doubt the... I don't mind this theory because it was kind of suggested it wasn't Soul a few chapters ago with the whirlpools of the black ship. Because we all know Soul's on Elbaf. That's why Kid was going there.
I mean, sure, but this is my issue. Random guy Ace beat as a rookie, as a not the hypest man.
Derek, I've been hearing.
Unless
a certain man.
Christian, unless
A certain man.
this is really retroactive Ace source, and this man is the man that Ace took out, and it's a legendary battle,
Well,
and Ace is gonna
Blackbeard.
get all the source.
How did Blackbeard do it, Eric? But Eric, I've been hearing from a certain individual named Sawyer, Eric. Of course. Who do you think Sawyer thinks it is?
Gin,
No. What's the other meme?
dragon.
What's the other meme?
I don't know, what is it?
Scopagabond. How could you forget the Scopagabond?
So Scopagabond is a
Theories.
warlord, or
So
is
somehow, Scopagabond, this is the theory, Eric. Somehow Scopagabond agreed to become a warlord. He got the Oro Jackson, painted it black to hide it. And he sails around with the Oro
is
Jackson.
this what you're suggesting, or this is what
No,
Sawyer
this is
actually
Sawyer
says?
says in his video.
Painted black.
He painted the
Right.
Oro Jackson black to hide it.
I'm still going with Sawyer's most obvious answer,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
which connects it all together.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Albath, and there he is, and blah blah blah. But it'd be strange unless Oda wants to really hammer home that Ace retroactive source.
No.
It's possible.
Eric, people saying, because this is Cavendish's generation, Eric. This is the generation before Luffy.
Prior.
It's Ace generation.
Sure.
Could it be someone interesting? Is it someone interesting or a new character?
Knowing Oda, it'll be like an ex-Rocks member. It's not gonna be a new guy.
Is it Douglas Bullet?
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay. There you go. We go over to Kuma. He's traveling. He turns up at his Blue Fuchsia village, Eric, Luffy's hometown.
Shout out Bonnie's drawing as a Jolly
2
Roger.
years before Luffy goes and sets sail. He gets a message from the world government. You have a new mission. Report where you are.
Now,
He says he's in his blue.
this is going to be the most intriguing plotline Oda's done in a long time. Very interesting with the detail connection. Of course, if he knows Luffy and Nika, then of course he's going to protect the ship. All these things. It goes back to, we don't even need a dragon order or a program, Christian, because
The will.
the will, the desire cannot be broken.
That's right.
The Buccaneer blood, the Buccaneer journey, all this shit. So very interesting. Now let's go into the list from most obvious answer to most obscure. Obvious answer number 1.
Dragon.
Dragon told him to look after, to go look
They're
at his
telling
son.
Volkov.
Hey man, Ivanka's in prison.
Okay.
Alright.
He didn't know how he got there.
Sure.
He didn't know what happened to him. Don't know what's going on. He's
Right.
in prison.
Option 2. We know Kuma knows about the Gold Kingdom. Maybe he's gonna have a look what's going on with the Gold Kingdom.
Zabo. Maybe Zabo told him something.
Zabo's got memory loss. He doesn't know where he's from. Highly doubt you'd tell him
I mean,
to go back
Dragon
to
would have
Gold
told him, I found you a Goa. You know, that's probably where your home is. I don't know. I think he would remember.
Yeah, maybe.
Might know about something like Goa.
3. This is where we're starting to get crazy.
Okay.
Shanks told him
Shags told him.
about the gum
Fruit.
the Nika
Or
fruit.
he heard about the Nika fruit. He
We'll-
heard about the gum
We'll do that next.
Okay.
Shanks told him there's a boy, the Nika.
Why is that the least
Or maybe
crazy theory?
maybe Shanks just told him the story.
Okay.
There's a kid in Future Village. He's like Roger. He says these things. Maybe Kuma has knowledge of what Nika says, Christian.
We didn't see God Valley for a reason, Eric. Did Roger say something to Kuma?
Right. Did Brooks do some shit?
Yeah.
By the way. How you gonna feel if we flash back? Shanks sees like Luffy doing a naked dance. How do we feel about that?
Oh.
This could get cut.
You know
This could
what?
get
No.
silly. This could get silly.
Can't forget chapter 1. He's shocked. He's scared that Luffy ate the fruit.
Right, but after that, when he eat the fruit, what's the chance that we see some naked dance shit going on?
No, it's like this Hanachi bullshit. We don't buy it. He did it once in Skypiea. Alright, stop.
The dance is coming into play. Everyone's gonna do the dance. It was we were gonna. By the way, a little side tangent.
Okay, side tangent.
The whole dragon thing last week. Everyone knows. I will remind people.
Yeah.
Fisher Tiger scaled the red line, freed all the slaves, and escaped.
I'm aware. We know this.
So
We know this, Eric. But what they don't tell you is how many people died, Eric. That's what they don't tell you.
Bo escaped.
Okay.
Just putting it out there. Not the most. He heard it from a Navy man that the Gum Gum was stolen. But like
why
10
is
years,
it why is it
but
connected
like,
to Gum
but
Gum
like
to Nika?
But like 10 years ago, or whatever the timeline matches up.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like 8 years ago or some shit.
I want to say Shanks.
Shanks told him.
Shanks told him the story of a child. Just because why not?
He's
I want to
a
see Shanks in the flashback.
Okay.
Why not?
See, Eric, Vegapunk knows a lot about Nika. Of course, he knows about.
But how do we know the kid is Nika? How do we know?
Did Vegapunk hear of the Gum Gum fruit?
The only one who would know is the Shanks crew.
Who's who? It's in government circles. Whose ships got raided? The Gum Gum fruit was
There was
stolen.
a prisoner who's talking about Nika, Christian, the Gum Gum.
But Vegapunk does know a lot about the Nika fruit.
Right.
We can't deny that. Alright? So Vegapunk knows about the Warrior of Liberation.
Sure.
Did Vegapunk tell Kuma that the Gum Gum fruit was stolen?
This
Maybe
whole
we'll get to that.
facility's bugged.
Yeah. Is the government sending Kuma on a mission to take out the Nika?
To find the Gum Gum, maybe they
They've heard
about it.
rumors.
Possible.
And Kuma lies, there's nothing to see here.
I beat him.
Yeah.
He sees him.
No, he says there's nothing to see here. There's no fruit here. No sign of the fruit.
Garp.
Garp. What's Garp doing?
Hey Kuma, I know you're a cool guy.
Is
Go
it Garp on the phone?
Go look at my grandson. It's from Navy HQ. Could be
There,
Garp.
there are indeed theories that Garp hid Luffy with Ace because he knew about the Nika fruit. Do we accept this part hypothesis?
No, I can't have Garp knowing about Nika and Joy Boy.
Okay.
Otherwise, big fraud.
Huge fraud.
He can't know the history and still be a part of the world government. I can't have it.
Hey man, you know.
Doesn't even help Nika arrive.
That's
No.
true.
No. Can't have it. I won't have it.
Also, theory, Eric, I posit to you this: is Luffy's mum a buccaneer, and that's why Garp has to hide the child of a dragon because he doesn't want Luffy
Well, he
to
has to
become a
hide
slave.
the child dragon for many reasons, as we saw in Marineford.
He can just say, "I found this kid." You know.
I don't think we're gonna get those questions answered in this flashback about Garp
Okay.
and Dragon and hiding Luffy and all that shit.
Okay.
Possible. Big woman if it's just buccaneer. Dragon.
Is the rumors true that the Dawn is actually Luffy's mother?
No.
What up? Will the Dawn feature in this flashback? Bandit.
Yeah, we'd probably see her yelling at Luffy or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, intriguing. The only solution, the only outcome, of course, is Kuma figures out his joy.
He's figuring out Luffy's Joy Boy.
Or Nika,
Yeah.
same thing.
There's no ifs or buts about it, Eric.
Right.
Now, Eric, do we get some weird Buccaneer racial special ability here?
He's got some attunement to Nika.
Yeah, where he can sense and see Joy
Perhaps.
Boy
There's
within.
something special about him. Possible.
Is it through that he realizes?
Do we think Blackbeard's a buccaneer? What's going on?
No, not big enough, Eric. He's big. He's not big.
He's big.
He's a big boy, not Whitebeard big.
And Whitebeard and Kuma aren't the same body shape. They're big.
I mean, if Kuma without the shirt looks more like Whitebeard.
Kuma was like 90% chest.
Yeah.
Look at that big barrel
He's
chest.
got that chin, Eric. Blackbeard doesn't really have that chin.
He does shave that beard.
No, he
The chin's
doesn't.
there.
No, he's got a
chin's
chin.
there,
But he
he's got a
doesn't
big
have.
chin.
He doesn't have the Whitebeard chin, and the Kuma chin.
Okay.
He doesn't have the Chad jawline. Alright.
You're crazy shit. Might be almost for sure Buccaneer.
At this point, LV will have
They've almost got the same face,
Yeah.
and they're almost the same height. Kuma's a little bit taller.
Yeah. So
I'm intrigued by this plotline, Christian. Who knew we'd see Luffy in this flashback?
no one expected it.
Now, we criticized Oda for not dropping the Nika stuff earlier,
I mean, yeah.
but he's doing a good job making up for lost time.
Is he?
Sure.
Depends how far it goes, because if you start shoehorning it into everything, it's a bit much.
I'm liking the war that's going on.
Okay.
It actually feels kind of real and underground, that like Chrome and shit.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers and...
Alright. What do we think? What do we rate this chapter?
9 out of 10 chapter.
Quality chapter. Get to see some favorite characters. Everything's connecting. There are no plot holes. Everything makes sense. Well government competency. A very rare thing. I'd like to see it.
Right, I already went for the most obvious route because there was a bunch of stuff that was like, what's going on here?
It all connects. It all makes sense. Alright? What do we predict for next week? There's gonna be some crazy reveal. Why is Kuma here? We have to find that out.
The only thing I'm sure of is Kuma will discover that Luffy is Nico. That's the only thing I'm sure of.
Yeah. Surely this isn't the whole chapter, though.
We make the discovery, and that's all we need to know. I think that flashback. I think we're done with the flashback.
We might see who went to visit him during the time.
Because he'll see Nika. Maybe tear up. Immediate jump cut to the future.
Teleports in.
Right. Perfect. Because once we get the Nika,
once
he gets the Nika, like once we know he sees him, it's finished. We have all the information.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Although I want to know what his answer was to Zoro. Why did he make Zoro do that?
We're not going to see him in fucking Thriller Bark.
But why did he make Zoro do that? Because he's bugged, he's wiretapped, he needs to do something?
Because, Christian, it's the transfer of pain. You need to be worthy. You need to repent. You need to show me that you are the man willing to follow Nika. Are you worthy?
Can you take Nika's pain, Eric?
I watched that scene many times since.
Okay.
Interesting Kuma line. Zoro's like, oh, take me instead. He said, I'd be a very disrespectful man if I were... He's like, I'd be shamed if I were to not take your offer. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting dialogue from Kuma. Kuma, shockingly, in character in Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
Oda's cooking this man for a long time.
He's been cooking Kuma a long time, Eric. It shows.
Really
Work's been done, homework's been done.
Put some effort into this Kuma flashback.
That's right.
Unlike the Kaido one. I mean, he's what people wanted the Kaido one.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
But, yeah. You know why this chapter's so cool? We see Kuma's resolve. Then we get all the little details that matter, Christian. I'm talking about Umet's ship.
That's right.
I'm talking about connecting all the dots. How does this work? How does that work? Seeing Kizaru dance, the Bond, Christian. We get the Vegapunks. We knew Vegapunk was a good guy, but we get more information on that. And then we see Kuma's little details, and then the big bombshell.
Boom.
We see Ace.
Cliffhanger.
It's cool seeing Mingo and shit. Then we get one of the most intriguing things that's happened in 10 years.
Great cliffhanger. Alright. There.
I'm more interested in this and the I'm a big hat.
It's almost definitely Joy Boy was a Buccaneer, and that's why the hat's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And that mystery is solved.
Right.
Alright. Let's move on to Ashura Shanks.
We need that hit. We need that big punch.
Big a punchy. How strong is Shanks?
Yes.
Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is stronger, Shanks is God King. But there's still people out there, Eric, who say Kyra's the strongest.
Right. Foolish.
The man defeated by the Nico.
The Nico.
There are people out there who say the sweatiest man on the planet. Okay, he was the strongest.
Kainu.
He's stuck by the desk, Eric. He's chained to the desk. The desk has defeated him.
Right.
The desk is me.
The paperwork is me.
There are people out there, Eric, who say Mihawk's the strongest. And we'll address them later, Eric.
We shall.
We will address them. And of course, people out there say Blackbeard's the strongest. Although those stocks, I'm going to be interested to see the top 30 this year, Eric.
I think Dragon will still be as much top 1 as NL. The defense system is strong, Christian. We saw the levels of Cope coming.
The Morge defense force.
The defense is strong.
And of course, the worst people think Ivan's the strongest.
Right.
Everyone can bring 100% factual information to the table. This week's evidence is Sergio Strong. He lives rent-free in all the Zoro fans' minds, Eric. As Zoro will never surpass Shanks. Shanks is the king.
Top of the show. Speaking of. Alright.
The Mihawk delusion is back. Why is it back?
Anime.
One Piece anime.
Sword skill quote. Sword play quote. I don't want to spend too much time on this because, you know, we've said it ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me break it down.
Break it down.
The people who say Mihawk is stronger than Shanks have to commit to a few conclusions.
Okay, what are the conclusions?
A. Sword skill is haki.
Okay. Making swordsmanship pointless.
The two are in between. Unbreakable, tied. You require haki to be a swordsman, and haki is sword skill.
Okay.
That's the one.
See, I like how we're maybe Zoro for having no sword skill before this became a thing.
Right. Of course, because the subtlety.
The subtlety of the blade.
Yeah, we know.
As Mihawk says, no subtlety, just the hunk eye.
Right. Therefore, Christian, if you make that commitment, the first commitment, then you have to commit to Mihawk is stronger than Rayleigh or anyone with a sword.
What'd you say, Rayleigh?
Rayleigh, Roger, anyone with a sword. Big Mom.
Eric, does Whitebeard's weapon count as a sword?
Alright. No, because it's not a sword, Christian. This is the mind of the Mihawk men.
But we know, via the lore of One Piece, that a blade forged...
It's a famed blade, Christian.
A famed blade is a blade with a will and a...
Right, but it's not a... Christian, alright, so let me do this. One, you have to commit to swordsmanship and swordplay and sword skill equals haki, and the two are indeceptible. They're unbreakable. They're the same thing.
Okay.
2, every man with a sword is a swordsman.
Okay.
3,
well, Law's stronger than Zoro right now, so...
3,
okay.
Black Blades is a strength feat and a haki feat. And all those 3... You have to commit all those 3 for Mihawk to be stronger than Shanks.
So Mihawk's top 1 all time.
Right. So then the only conclusion that can be made from those 3 statements is Mihawk stronger than Roger, Rayleigh, Mihawk. I mean, not really. Fucking
himself. He's stronger than
himself. Shanks. He might be top 3 of all time. We're talking Ryuma, Mihawk, Joy Boy.
I love how one person in there doesn't have a sword.
Aimu's got a blade.
I mean, kind of.
Nosjuro. Garling.
Why are you bringing up Nosjuro?
Because these are the things people bring up. That Christian also, that means Whitebeard is in the conversation for stronger. See, this is where it all falls apart, right? Because they go, well, Mihawk's stronger than Roger because Roger's a swordsman. And Roger and Whitebeard are equal in some way, so Mihawk's stronger than Prime Roger.
But what does the title of World's Strongest Man mean to these people?
And that's where we go to that. Then we go to that question. Well, Whitebeard's the world's strongest man. So how is Mihawk stronger than Prime Roger? And they say, and then we just go in a circle.
Yeah.
Because Roger's somewhat equal to Whitebeard, and Roger's a swordsman, and he doesn't have a black blade, so Mihawk's stronger than Roger.
Okay.
That infinite loop. That's how we do it, infinite loop. And of course, Christian, you can... That's the only fair enough, that's your logic on how you get there. But everything in the story points in the opposite
What
direction.
did Mihawk say the first time he appeared on screen?
Right.
Pirate King, harder than world's
More
greatest
perilous
swordsman.
road, Christian. More
It's
perilous
harder.
road.
It's harder to achieve the world's greatest swordsman.
Everything in the narrative points.
Eric, I hope Mihawk's story ends up with him not wanting to go after the One Piece because he's a fraud.
Wow, as we don't forget, Buggy did a powerful speech.
He said, "You're bums. Go after your true goals."
Right.
Which implies Mihawk wants the One Piece at some point.
But the community is going to be irate
Irate, enraged, infuriated.
when Mihawk follows Buggy.
But Mihawk's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
Apparently not, Eric. Apparently Mihawk not a pirate.
Seneto said he wasn't a pirate today, which is the coat. But anyway, that's my little thing about Mihawk.
How are you hunting Navy men and not a pirate?
And this is the thing about the Black Blades. People are going to say, we don't know what the Black Blades are. Maybe it's... But you just admitted that sword skill and haki are not interchangeable. They're the same thing. So a Black Blade can only be a haki strength feat.
But will people acknowledge you're a better martial artist than other martial artists?
Sure.
Like, will people acknowledge that maybe Zabo is better at martial arts than Luffy? Zabo's got this whole fucking technique bullshit going on. Luffy just throwing punches.
Right.
Who's a better martial artist? Eric, put that to Twitter. Put that to Twitter.
I don't know. I don't want to tweet about
Tomorrow.
it anymore. I've got so many
Tomorrow.
tweets. It's annoying at this
Just
point.
do it with martial artists.
It's been done. I've done this.
But what do people say?
I've got I had MBDD
Oh no.
go on
Why did
about
you revoke his name, Eric?
how fucking pistols and rifles aren't the same thing because swords and knives aren't the same thing. It got fucking real fucking weird, alright?
Okay.
Because he said, well, blades are the most common weapon type. I go, no, so guns are. And he goes, wow, there's pistols and revolvers and rifles. I go, there's a katana and a
But it
broadsword.
works the same way. It's gunpowder and fucking ammunition.
I go, a katana and a broadsword are comparable to a rifle and a pistol. And he goes, no.
What, Eric? The spin.
This is Christian. It's endless. Endless.
I don't even know what that conversation's about.
Because I said,
What'd you say?
oh well, clearly the world's strongest man title is stronger than the world's strongest swordsman title.
Yeah.
Right. And he goes, well, world's strongest man's only 50% of the population. The world,
Oh no, he took it literally.
and swordsman is the most common weapon type in One Piece.
What?
So in fact, swordsman is more broad than man.
But
I'm like,
there's got to be more men on the planet than swordsmen.
and I'm like, first of
What
all,
is this? What is this
and
code?
I'm like, first of all, guns are the most common weapon type by far.
Why would?
And he goes, no. There's pistols, there's rifles, there's other weapons.
Okay.
Christian, it's infinite.
Eric, you bring up the famed blade point, and they've got nothing to say, and they lose.
No, because it's not a sword.
Famed blade,
It's not a sword.
famed blade. That's all I'm gonna say. But Eric, move on from this topic. These clowns.
It's endless. It'll never end. We'll never get an answer. As I said on Twitter, Shanks could literally solo Aimu, the Gorosei, and the God Knights all at the same time.
Yeah.
And Mihawk could just lose his aura.
Yeah.
And still, Mihawk would be stronger than Shanks in these people's
Doesn't
eyes.
matter.
Because he's got the title, Christian.
That's right.
The title. The only way to break out of this chokehold is the reveal of the title being meaningless. And I still don't think that'll count because they'll spin it in some way.
Okay.
But here we are.
There you go. Moving on. The questions of the show. What are the questions?
Here we are.
Questions coming in. First question
Yes.
from Jekko. Was the Kuma mystery flashback worth saving and hyping up for so long? Yes.
I don't know if it was hyped up.
It wasn't really hyped up. It was just like things we wanted to know. But it was worth it. It won't. Great.
This is the perfect place to put it. There was no other place to put it.
Yeah,
Where are you going to put it? So Shabondi, return.
You could have put it in Reverie, I guess, just to hype up certain parts of the story.
Nah, we're good here. This is a good place.
Yeah. From Bindle.
It's got Vegapunk, it's got Sentomaru and Kizaru.
Eric, what if Egghead was before Wano? Can we talk about that? But this makes more sense. We get all the Nika lore here.
Do we remove Saturn? Or is
No.
Saturn involved?
Saturn's involved. We get all the Nika lore here. Kuma comes in, saves Luffy. We get the reveal of Nika. Then we go to Wano, Luffy unlocks Nika. Does that make more sense?
I feel like you lose the reveal of you'd have to switch it around, obviously.
Yeah, you have to switch stuff around, yeah.
But you kind of lose the shock, the reveal of Nika. Like
we're
him.
we're talking about the power curve. Like, does the power curve make way more sense if we go egghead?
Well, I feel like Luffy wouldn't be able to take out Kizaru in such a manner before Wano, so.
I mean, it would be a crazy fight.
I don't know if Luffy's got the sauce before Wano.
He's loaded. He's a whole cake on Luffy.
Plus-
He's just
plus
got
Saturn.
side.
I don't know,
He's
you'd
loading
have to
things.
adjust. You'd have to adjust it.
You have to adjust it. What's that?
It's
You
an
wouldn't have to
interesting
adjust it.
idea.
Yeah. From Bindle, W thumbnail. Will next chapter have one of the most surprising and best reveals of the series? That's a lot of pressure. I'm not gonna say that.
It'll be good and it'll be interesting.
Yeah. From Jojo Berries, Eric, also known as Harvester Berries. There's Kuma being a cuck that raised his wife's daughter, raise or lower him in the power scale. Raises him in the power scale.
This man's a goat.
I'm not gonna be. Depends on what he does in the real time. I'm not gonna be surprised if I see Kuma in the top 30. Maybe even the top 10. Depends how crazy he gets.
Let's resurrect this man.
Depends how crazy he gets.
He's gonna have cock. He's gonna have crazy shit. You ain't ready.
Also, has Dragon solidified himself as the worst / lamest MC father in Shonen? No, that goes to...
Gene. Well, who does it go to? Christian was gonna say Minato.
How'd you know?
Your hate for Minato is
Minato.
unjustified, Christian.
Minato. He wasn't impressive to me, Eric. Wasn't impressive, alright?
They say he beat Killer Bee and the Raikage at the same time.
That's what they say, Eric. I don't see it on screen.
Right.
They say this about Oda all the time. The cap statements. Right?
Okay.
And we gotta remember, this is a child Killer Bee, Eric. So it doesn't count.
Shout out Naruto.
Alright. From Tom. Will Kuma meet Garp in Future Village, and that's how he learns about Luffy's father? It's possible Garp's here. It's very possible.
Possible.
You got a mission, go get Garp. He's got a mission, he's been a bum.
I gotta re-look back at this flashback and see if there's anything in the 4-year timeline, well, the 6-year ago timeline.
Does
that can relate to
Garp
the Yonko
remember
status.
Kuma from God Valley?
That's a fucking
That's a
long
stretch. But does he?
I don't think Garp's involved here.
No Garp?
I don't think Garp's here.
Okay.
He might be on the phone, but I don't know if he's there.
From Dart. Eric was correct. We saw Dragon in chapter 1100. We saw him do exactly what he normally does. Nothing. Okay, Eric said we might get something hype. Might get real time.
No,
How'd you think we're gonna get real time?
we got additional details that are interesting, but I don't know if they're required.
From Younger Obama. Seeing Croc and Mihawk outfits, why is everyone so colourful now? Croc, I agree with. Mihawk, I think I haven't seen the bottom part, Eric. I thought it was all gold.
Okay.
I was bamboozled. Alright. From Chris D. It's going to be weird to explain how Bonnie was able to make it all the way to Shibuya as a 10-year-old with a 100 plus million berry bounty. Like even Robin, who could read the poneglyphs at 8, wasn't that high. And Oda also has a connect the fact that Bonnie was free as a pirate before Kuma got his final modifications. That's why Alkaine was sweaty. Alright? That's why he was sweaty.
They put a high banner on her head to capture her.
Yeah.
They would do that.
I wouldn't be surprised if she had an alive bounty.
Although it's surprisingly merciful that Saturn doesn't give a fuck about her anymore if the deal was broken.
I mean, he's gonna kill her.
He wasn't going to. Like, oh, she's irrelevant now, to leave her alone. That kind of stuff.
She's had a usefulness because Kuma's a mindless slave.
Right, but just as a vendiction,
Sure.
evil man.
Yeah, but you know, can't make him cartoony.
He's got things to do. He's got things to do.
Yeah, he's got things to do.
But yeah, the bounty and the power and stuff's kind of odd, but
Have we seen an actual wanted poster? Might just have a live on it, like Sanji.
good.
Yeah.
We probably have.
The Gorosei actually changed it this time, Eric.
Right.
That's crazy. From J-Luca.
He did promise he'd never meet Bonnie again, so that doesn't really. That kind of fixes itself.
If Kuma ever had an interaction with Luffy, he probably wiped his memories and absorbed them. Once he passes away,
I don't think
maybe he'll return to Luffy.
I don't think they
I think he
meet.
sees it from a distance, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they meet.
No.
Luffy might see like a wind, like a rustle in the leaves or something.
Like a guy in a hood.
Like, oh, who's that?
Yeah. From Christy, flashback. Oda is always in his bag. He has turned on a switch and has no limiters. It was one of I was one of those people who enjoyed the Kaido flashback in Luffy's final punch chapter. So while I didn't have any issues with the Kaido flashback, I do consider that Oda didn't go all out with it. Come on, guy, we knew this.
Yeah.
So Kuma's flashback only reinforced the idea that Oda still has something up his sleeve for Kaido.
Of
The
course.
rocks.
The rocks situation.
We all know it's the rocks. We're just gonna wait, and maybe it's not the best choice to do that, but
Classic Odorism.
Classic Odorism right there. So what are the rules for this year's top 30? Are we still including Kaido and Big Mom? Yes, they're alive. They're not dead. You can put them on the list. We put them on the list last year.
You're not allowed to group the Gorosei.
We have their names.
You're not allowed to group the God Knights.
Just put Gully.
Right.
Alright?
If you want to stuff your list
With garbage.
with 6 dudes,
Low quality picks.
right? That's up to you.
That's up to you.
No, you're not allowed to say the Gorosei.
I'm putting the Seraphim in 7 different spots. Why are the Seraphim making your list?
7, too high.
Right now, they're not maybe in
They
adult
were
form.
They were off-screened.
Maybe in adult form, you can put them on the list.
Right.
Right now, no.
Rob Lucci might feature heavily.
Lucci will definitely feature Eric. Because he's still fighting Zoro.
Kid might come off the list.
Yeah.
Because he's dead.
Throwback to when most people thought the Gorosei were just politicians, or at least not very strong. And throwback
Big
to when
L.
Christian said the SSG would be max 30 EGG level dudes. Am I wrong? EGG level is fair. Is that not fair?
They're higher than that.
Why?
They're higher than
They
that.
got off screen, Eric. They got special abilities, they got their goon shit, but they're children. And they got gooned.
I think they're higher than. I think they could beat an EGG.
But they're not commander. Like you say, they're commander level.
I'd say that they could reach that. Could be a snack and shit.
They could, but are they?
Yes.
They're commander
We
level.
saw that Mayhawk attack.
They got off screen, Eric.
Blackbeard had the block.
Blackbeard block with a basic armament. It's a block.
Hey, it's an Emperor, man.
I'm aware of that. Alright? But Blackbeard could have blocked that punch of Willy from Law.
A snake very dangerous.
Okay. Stronger than the real Boa. Is that what we're trying to say here?
No.
Is that what we're trying to say?
No.
Is that what we're trying to say?
We said EGG. Bo was stronger than EGG.
Yeah.
Alright.
You put a Boa in the top 30?
No. I'm not putting the Surfer in the top 30 though.
You put Crocodile in the top 30, Eric.
Fuck no. You see that outfit?
From Tom. That's not a
I
bad
don't see
point.
the hockey
That's
said
not
either.
That's not a bad point. That's not a bad point
I
about the
don't-
outfit.
I don't see the hockey said
Hey,
either.
man, he's kind of the ship, doesn't need it.
Yeah, alright.
From Tom. Is Kuma the character who has changed the most in the eyes of the reader from the interaction? Nah, we always do something up with Kuma.
Yeah. There
We always
was something strange with Kuma. Especially since it's the Monday.
Yeah, especially since he saved the Straw Hats.
Yeah. We knew something was up.
Yeah.
We knew he was never like a tyrant and evil man.
From Babkim Guma. Do you think Kizaru will do anything post-flashback based on this chapter? He will not help Luffy. Stop.
Is he getting back up?
He might, but he's not helping Luffy.
Does Zoro come in and hold him off? Because currently Zoro's fighting Rob
Zoro's holding off Rob Lucci, Eric. He's still holding off Rob Lucci. He's in Giga Hell mode.
Kuma's in a bubble, funnily enough.
It's bad.
Surely if the Gorosei gets pummeled, the Navy panic and escape.
Oh, 100%.
They're fucked. They're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Why did we
fuck us
attack
up.
an emperor? Why did we do it? Why do we think we could do it?
The fucking they have to call and be like, retreat. Get that body. Get out of there.
Maybe, Eric. Maybe they do a lot of things.
As we said at the start of the arc, Saturn's only purpose here is to get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. Luffy makes Egghead his territory. Vegapunk doesn't have to go anywhere.
He's coming out Elbaf, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, G4's whatever it is. G something right there.
Smoker? What the fuck? Who's there? Momonga? Smoker? Come on.
I mean, Luffy's banner. Luffy and Vegapunk very powerful.
I know.
But Luffy don't have any money. And Vegapunk needs money.
What if Luffy starts getting that money?
But I guess he's kind of resigned to the fact that it's
He's
over.
security, Eric. Vegapunk has to pay him.
Vegapunk is kind of resigned to the fact that it's kind of over at this point.
Yeah.
So, he's ready to escape, but, you know.
From Megat. Will this flashback show why Kuma went to the Dawn Island, or just Kuma seeing and believing in the Nika? I don't know what the Dawn Island
Maybe
is.
Romance
Dawn Island. Maybe Future Village. It should. I don't think I'm just going to skip this cliffhanger.
Right.
Christy, will the Mihawk, aka Zoro Sands, drop the series when Shanks is confirmed? Sure, he's never going to do it.
Oda's
never gonna do it.
Outright confirm it, which is gonna.
The seething and coping will be on a level beyond anything has ever happened before. It's true.
They want Zoro top 2 of all time. They can't have it.
So when will Kuma find out that Luffy's Dragon's son?
Maybe never.
Maybe never. He already does know.
Right.
From Fight G. The revolutionary army's actions have made an ancient weapon be used at the God's Knights to mobilize. The Yonko accomplished this. Why do you call Dragon useless? That's a bit of a stretch. The God Knights have not mobilized.
They're still in Marijoa.
They're still in Marijoa. And Amu's just testing out his weapon. He's like, I'm just testing this out to see if it works.
Right.
And we might as well use it on a rebelling country.
At least the Shanks and Whitebeard claim territory and defend it.
That's true. Dragon's claimed 0 territory and has defended none of it. So there you go. And that's the final question, Eric.
Some Dragon Slander.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of Dragon slander. That's just how it is.
We expect Dragon to be top 5 here, but in strength. But the man needs to be...
Do we?
Yeah, he'll be top 5 in strength.
Is he stronger than the Emperors?
He's on par, at least.
Top 5 right now. Shanks.
Shanks is 1, obviously.
Kaido. Big Mom. Blackbeard. Who's 5? Dragon?
Sure.
Mihawk.
No.
Alkainu.
No.
You put Dragon 5.
I'll put Dragon 5.
Okay.
Hey, Luffy might be 5, actually.
Luffy's not 5. Luffy's not 5. Alright, let's...
Where you got Luffy now? After you see the Kizaru hit, where do you have Luffy now?
Up to the calculations. Alright, I'll get back to you with the top 30.
Okay. Top 30, I'll get back to me.
Do we indeed come out of this flashback and see some more? That's my question.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
We don't need to have a 10-chapter all-out brawl against Jay and...
Yeah, but my question is, do we see more from Luffy after the flashback?
Oh, of course.
To add to the calculations.
Crazy move, Christian. Of course.
Alright.
Shanks is the strongest, Shanks the Gold King.
No.